Hello and welcome to Divine Heresy, a homebrew 5th edition game set in a homebrew world. Hello and welcome to... Hold on for a second, because I am definitely hearing 5th edition games. Something else. There we go. Fixed. Set in a world where my players have helped me create a very unique world. We will go with... And Joey, can you move a little bit to your left? Perfect. You are perfectly on center now. Let's go ahead and introduce... I'm trying to think if I should say this or not, but probably not. I won't say that zone that was mentioned pre-stream. But let's start at the lower right with D&D.
Hi, I'm Damien the DM, but I'm not the DM this game. I am playing Edson Urikata, a Dragonborn, was Ranger, now Druid Lock, and has some sugar mommy issues, basically.
Just a little bit. We'll see. Next, we have Wizard Cat Dragon.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Miyagi, the Draconic Lineage Sorcerer, Divination Wizard, who's triple-classed into Pact of the Celestial Wizard, the most OP member of the party spellcasting-wise.
Pack of the Celestial what?
Pact of the Celestial?
Warlock, not Wizard.
Warlock. Sorry, I might have said Wizard. Probably did.
You did.
Yep.
Sorry.
Wizards!
Wizards. Wiz nerds.
We have our latest edition, Heidi.
I'm Heidi. I play Corey. I am a Kalshtar, Circle of Stars Druid.
Next, we have Autistic Gamer Sean.
Hello, I'm Sean. I am playing Hondir Zarak, the Minotaur Life of Devotion Cleric, or something along those lines, who apparently got some new stuff last time.
Yep. Definitely got some new stuff. And last but not least, we have Jane Demand.
Hey, Jane Demand, also known as Blue Mage Artist in some circles. I am playing Ares, the strongman. He's super sexy, super strong, and everybody loves him.
I mean, you named your muscles Damien and Damien last time.
I did. It's important to make the distinction. It's Damien and Damien.
One is the dungeon, one is the dragon, right?
Exactly.
And we'll see if we can strip you of those muscles. I got a few ideas. Enfeeblement. And I am Nightsfall. I am your DM for this evening. So on our last session, a quick recap. Ares decided to take a nice dip into a exfoliating pool and ended up slaying the black dragon that was despoiling the water around this swamp town village. They did that so they could actually free a fellow follower of Elkson's patron. Having slain the beast, very hurt, and assuming that there were no additional threats in this layer, our party decided to take a long rest. So, Autistic Gamer Sean, Hundir.
Yes.
You drift off to sleep. And you start hearing the hammering of the forge. Bang. 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 You smell the soot. And you open your eyes. And before you stands again Morden, the Allhammer. I see my weapon has served you well.
It has, Lord Morden.
I know that you were in search of someone.
My father. Well, not my biological one, but the closest thing I had to a father.
He is already in my halls.
Oh,
Fret not, though. He did not come to an end by any ill deeds. Ouch, Damien. Ouch. I'm hearing scratching, a lot of scratching. I don't even hear you. Does anybody else hear that?
I hear it.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they muted for now, so. He did not fall by any ill means. It was just his time.
I understand.
Do you have any questions?
What of the cathedral, the church I was raised? Who's going to run that now?
There are plenty of acolytes running it.
There's
You're-
probably going to be a funeral soon, I guess. Phone!
Yes, and I do need to take this. Hold on for 1 second, guys. I apologize. I have to get a break real quick. we're back live. I apologize about that. Just had some quick family issues I needed to take care of. So, back into the scene. Worry not about the temple. You still need to be forged out here.
I understand. I just wish I could say goodbye, is all.
Then turn around.
I turn around.
And you see before you your adopted father.
Dad?
It warms my bones to see you doing so well.
I am happy to see you, but not like this.
Oh, worry not. I've had a good life. And I could not be prouder of you.
Thank you, Father Anderson. Guess it was really your time, huh?
It's been a long time coming. Why don't you placate an old man and come here? And he outstretches his arms.
I shall go to his outstretched arms.
The embrace... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, to the best of my abilities, hug him.
Hey, he's solid in this form. The embrace says more than what words can. It's similar to when you've had a nightmare as a child and he held you. It's similar to the strong handshake he gave you when you set out on your adventures. Complete acceptance, love, and pride. Now, you go on now. The halls aren't ready for you yet. Or you're not ready for it. Why don't you bash some skulls in with your new toy?
Maybe. Hopefully, I'll still able to help out my friends.
I'm sure you'll be able to.
I guess this is goodbye for now, Dad.
I'll look in on you from time to time. It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
See you later.
And with that, you drift off to sleep. Miyagi, you have a restful sleep. Elkson. And the rest of you have a restful sleep. You all get a long rest.
I was like, I didn't do shit this time. All right.
Hey, your mic's working. Yay.
I'd like to wake up an hour before everybody else does.
Do you have an alarm clock?
To be fair,
I do.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to say, to be fair, Hondir took last watch anyway.
All right, so then I guess Hundir will see me do this. I'm going to dive into the water, and I want to pick off a smaller dragon tooth since I have to give the big one away.
Ares.
Okay, go and give me an athletics check. Just for shits and grins. I will laugh my ass off if you fail and you can't swim.
It's a nat 1 for a total of 15.
Okay, a natural 1. You dive halfway down and you just lose your breath and you have to come right back up.
Trying to wake yourself up.
Yes, that is exactly what I would do. Waking myself up. You know.
Are you okay? You sort of just fell instead of dove.
That was
It looked like
intentional.
a belly flop. That looked kind of like it hurt.
It was
Oh, good morning to you too.
was a manly belly flop. Took it like a man. Whap!
And his stomach is all red. But it is nothing but water now.
Is the water okay, Ares?
Yes, you'll be happy to know. No acid in the water.
Well, that's good. That means the water's town problems got fixed, finally.
Right,
Oh,
so
we can go back
get
to
her
town.
free.
Oh, good morning, Elkson.
Good morning.
Back to town.
Someone get Miyagi up, and we should probably head out.
Noxon will just meander over to his tent. Kick the bottom of his foot.
Oh, what?
Get up. Everybody's getting ready to go.
Okay. All right. I guess I can get up.
What? You need help out of bed?
Oh no, you can join me in bed. I mean, Ixpit's over there.
Miyagi, we don't get much time to sleep.
And you see his fur is all like matted and like pushed in on one side.
I'm so tired.
I was under the impression cats sleep gracefully. This cat sleeps like slob.
Why are you wet? Why is everyone coming in my tent?
We're not in a tent. We're in the Dragon Horde.
I said I went into his tent.
We didn't set up tents. We just slept flat in the Dragon Horde.
Curious why
Alright.
cats set up tent and cave, that's all. Curious.
Okay, so how's Ixpit doing? Is he just still asleep?
Expit is awake.
Okay. Hey, Ixpit, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, boss. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Do you remember much of yesterday? Last night?
Sun came up, sun came down. Normal day.
And the bit about the dragon, perhaps?
Pretty damn big. I'm surprised y'all didn't die.
It's probably better this way, Miyagi.
Okay, fine. So, Handia, actually, and Miyagi's gonna start grabbing his things. So, I think Suzanne might have given you something?
Yeah, I'd rather not discuss that. Let's just go. I should see Hondi start to walk off.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna flip open my spellbook and then write something down. And then pull out a little piece of wire. Here we go. I wrote this down. And I'm gonna cast Sending on Suzette. Is this thing working? I don't know how the spell works. Hopefully you can hear me. I wanted you to know, and that's 25 letters or 25 words.
Suzanne, you are in the middle of a pitched battle right now. And you get distracted and stabbed because of that distraction. You had 25 words to reply.
Wow. It's all going to be
Yeah,
25 times.
well, it's always a pleasure to hear from you. You couldn't have picked the worst possible time. Please know the next time I see you, I will skin you like the cat that you are.
That's 25 exactly.
Oh, well, that was rather rude. I fucking love that.
As you wake up, Meowgi, you see that you were able. Ixpit is messing around with one of the books that you found, and he's like, "Pop! Oh, well, that's how that lock works."
Oh, did Exhibit? Can I see that? Did you get it opened?
Well, yes, it's mine now. I opened it.
Well, it's technically ours.
Okay, fine.
I didn't think that was gonna work, Josh. I didn't think that was gonna work.
He's your familiar, isn't he?
Yeah. Do I get a new book to my inventory?
So that means all that he has is mine too. Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Lexington is going to druidcraft some dirt and put out the symbol of Melora on the campus. She's getting the rest of her stuff up.
As you're putting that down, do a wisdom check for me.
Oh boy.
If you are in Foundry, you will see the new book in your inventory, I believe. Let me see if I put it on there.
Wisdom, that is a 16.
Is it the broken shield?
It is the Broken Shield.
Oh, I love book.
You can read that description when I'm done with this. You just can't seem to get the symbol right. You scratch it out a bunch of times, and you just can't seem to get it right.
Do I still have my little symbol of Melora?
Yeah, you have it. I mean, you haven't looked at it in a while.
I'm gonna take it, realizing that I can't remember. I will take it out and look at it.
It is clean, a blank slate.
Like it's not even her symbol anymore, or like
There's no symbol on it. It is smooth.
she's just gonna be standing there staring at it for a moment as all of that is happening with Miyagi.
Meowgi, feel free to read that.
Okay. I love fucking books, guys.
I've noticed.
No, duh.
Sounds painful.
Oh, I got it. Trust me.
Okay. The Broken Shield, the rise and fall of the last bastion of goodness. Formed in the year 865, the knights who fought on the front lines saw that while they had held high ideals, the royalty class did not. Risking imprisonment or worse, these knights left their former oaths to the crown they served, and instead took up an oath of the betterment of all. Many followers of Bahamut were drawn to seek glory within the order, but other followers of goodly-natured deities such as Moradin and Pelor had strong membership numbers as well. In years past, this order proudly displayed their emblem and were allowed entry into any country without being beholden to its rulers. However, as with most power, the leadership of the Justicars, Justiciars, I don't know,
Justicars.
became corrupted. In the year 2437, the High Lord of the Order, Despin Wandin, began using the Justicars as his personal army, applied pressure when he was opposed, and turned a blind eye for the right amount of coin. After 20 years of being strong-armed into submission, the Justicars suffered a purge throughout the continent. Many were jailed, some executed, but its High Lord went missing. So, just to summarize, Cliff Notes: there was an order made up of many good-natured people that served these specific deities and other good-natured deities, and there was one guy who kind of ruled it all and was like, "Yeah, no, I'm going to use you as my personal army," and basically they didn't like
Ultimate
that.
power ultimately corrupts.
Yep. That's interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Why would a book like that be locked?
Does this say who it was written to? Or written by, sorry.
The name is. The name is actually. Let me pull that up. Hold on. I do have that.
Prepare for the unexpected questions to be asked.
Tobias Baxterwood.
Tobias Baxter. Does that ring any bells?
You know, the author does. Roll a history check for me.
Oh! I get so excited over.
Books.
I really do. Anything to do with lore, history.
Alexon
22
is gonna
total.
wander over to Corey.
Okay. A 22. You've read many books in your time in Lahora by that author. He is an expert in all things history. He did a lot of work on the constellations as well and the stars, star maps. You know that he actually hails from the north of the duchy in what's the only one of its kind. It's called the Spectrum Observatory. It is supposed to be a massive library with a massive telescope as well, studying all different sorts of. It's supposed to be the area of higher learning on this continent.
You got Josh excited. Oh dear. That was a lot to write down. I got it. DL. Okay.
And Elkson, you go to stand over by Corey.
Corey, right?
Yep. Elkson, right?
Yeah. Do you mind my asking what deity you follow?
It's
I
kind
know
of,
typically druids tend to follow Melora, but I didn't want to assume.
well, it's kind of complicated. I don't really follow anyone specifically. I'm just kind of lost at the moment.
I can understand that feeling. I did follow Melora, and then now I can't even remember her symbol, and the symbol I had from her has faded away.
What happened? Any idea? That seems a bit strange.
Melora's not so happy with my choices.
You can do an intelligence check real quick, if you like.
This can. Okay, I don't think she's that smart. +0, so that's a whole 2.
You did get bathed in acid a good bit. It could have been the acid.
I think I'll stick with what she said.
Are you missing Melora?
I just felt. When Melora was the one I relied on, I had the power within myself, and it was. It may not have been a lot, but it was sturdy. With this new stuff going on, I have to plead to get enough power.
Have you tried communing with her?
I mean, I tried praying. I just tried doing her symbol, but I haven't tried communing, no.
Are you able to?
I don't think I have that spell. What level spell is that?
Commune 5th.
Oh yeah, I don't have I don't have 5th level yet.
I mean, I can, if you like. I think. Well, maybe not. Um,
Have you ever heard of someone forgetting their deity symbol?
um, have I? Yeah.
You're not really the pious type, so
Yeah, I
you
mean,
haven't really.
Celeste aren't really, you know, God aligned, so,
Fair enough.
um,
Sorry.
oh, no, it's just, we typically just kind of, we don't have like deities, you know, really that we worship. We just have a universal, you know, force of good type thing.
That sounds like the wiser choice, honestly.
Well, I mean, it's a personal choice. I don't think there's a good or a bad to it. It's all in what's right for you. And if
How are you supposed to know what's right?
I'm not entirely sure. I think that sometimes right varies from circumstance to circumstance as far as, you know, your individual growth and where you are at a particular time. But I think if, as long as your intentions are good, it doesn't matter so much who you specifically think is guiding you, if that makes sense.
It does, and it actually made me feel a little better. Thank you.
Happy to help. I wish I had more information on Malar, but
No, it's fine. It's my own thing to deal with.
well, for what it's worth, I mean, I think you're doing okay from what I can see. I mean, you guys welcomed me in and have been good to me and honored my fallen friends, and seems that your intentions are good from what I know of you. And
We are definitely a group of good intentions. I can't say so for our actions necessarily.
um,
And you feel a little nip at
circumstances,
your neck from the pseudo dragon.
And then I'll go between the pseudo dragon and the baby dragon. Are either of you hungry?
I think
Yeah, Celeste, right?
if you are really missing Melora, I think if you just dedicate some energy her direction, maybe it's a test. Sometimes things are based on faith, like you just have to believe that, you know, you're doing the right thing. Maybe she's testing to see if you think that you are doing the right thing.
Well, It's a hell of a test if it is. And I probably already failed.
Just because you fail once doesn't mean it's all over. I mean, I think there are tests all the time.
That's true. Yagi's kind of a prime example of that.
You just see
Shade.
you see me scolding Ixbit for trying to eat Sylvia. No, I said no.
But what you also see is Ixbit having a couple platinum behind his back that Miyagi has missed. -5 platinum.
Every decision is a choice. It's not like if you take a path, you're bound to it. I think that you are given many opportunities and many choices. And just because one may have not been the best choice in hindsight doesn't mean that you can't do something when your next opportunity comes up. I think it's always evolving.
I feel like I need to choose, and soon, though, I was warned that my indecision, my inaction would be the downfall of my friends.
In my experience, not choosing is choosing, because something will choose for you. Even if you choose wrong, when you look back and you wish you'd made something else, at least you chose that for yourself, instead of allowing that to be taken away from you.
Yeah. You're right. And she kind of just stops, like, she stops with eye contact at this point. You can tell she's, like, deep in her head, and she just kind of starts to walk away.
So, you all have had your breakfast of rations, fed your pets.
Companions, but not pets.
They're companions, and they start taking damage from area effect spells.
Okay, they're pets. Also real pets.
My bad. It's a Durbin. Sorry.
In fact, yeah, they're going to start taking damage. Anyway.
What have you done to us?
Everything.
Exactly, you have done that. Pineapple on pizza. That is the worst thing ever. That is an abomination.
What?
Hey, it's a good thing I don't have pets.
Oh, you have us to take care of.
Shit. But you're all like family. You aren't pets.
So, just a
But
quick question.
Miyagi's just a giant pussy.
First off, Elkson, that is rude.
That was not in character.
I think it was, but
I think it was.
Y'all know Elkson would not say that word, first of all.
Especially right after talking about her god. Like, yeah.
So, how many days back to Waterford was travel, or like how many days to here?
it was going to take you about 2 days.
Okay. So I can message Gar, the magistrate, and let him know we'll be there in 2 days' time. Just give him the 411, the update.
Yeah, I suppose so. Hondir's just gonna go refill his water skin.
Yep.
If it's gonna take 2 days, we probably need to stop to get some extra food, unless you guys have extra rations.
I'm going to assume that you bought rations enough for the trip there and back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Your message.
Okay. Hi, Hi, Magistrate. This is my second time using this. I just want to let you know that this is taken care of. Water should be cleaned, and we'll be there in 2 days.
That's like exactly 25 words I was counting. And I counted the
All right, good, because the is
Yay.
definitely. I was literally
In character.
freeballing it. I was freeballing it. I was playing to my character.
Well,
I thought you like ran out like almost right away.
No, did you see me? I was like doing math in my head. I was like, oh, fuck it.
well, that's a good thing because she was going to be beheaded today. I'll give you an extra day.
Okay.
That's it.
So,
One day when it's gonna take 2 days to get there.
Today and plus one more day. But you might want to hurry.
okay,
I
so
might be able to help.
so I relayed that. I'm like, so we should probably hurry considering we have.
Yeah.
How can you
maybe
help,
tomorrow?
Corey?
I can wind walk everybody.
As long as it doesn't hurt you too much, then let's do it.
It's hella fast. It can go for 8 hours. It can go. We have flying speed of 300 feet.
That would get you there in 8 hours.
Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
It's so interesting to have a druid that has so many abilities.
Okay, listen here.
Hey, look. Priority straight, squabbling at the end. Got it? Good.
Oh, we're
Let's move
talking
it.
about
But
priorities.
just
And
to make sure, how many, because I can take me and up to 10 willing creatures. I know you guys have pets, familiars.
About 7 of us all together, so we should be fine.
Well, plus I think X-Ray can fly by himself anyway.
Not that fast.
Can you go that fast?
Not that
I'm
fast.
sorry, forgot to count
X-Bit,
X-Bit.
grab on to me, buddy.
Yeah, you'll have enough with the casting the spell. You'll have enough.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. We can go.
All right.
I take one last look at the pool of water and just mourn for my missed tooth, and then I join them.
Let's go.
You all stand there as Corey starts to cast her spell, and then you feel light. And you look down and you can see through you. You are wind. You open up your mouth to talk, and you can't. You can't communicate in this form.
Oxun would basically be doing flips and twirls and playing around right now.
Would I need to make a check to see what direction we would need to go?
Yes. Survival.
What check would that be? Okay. 7.
7. You're pretty sure it's that way.
A ranger would have been useful.
Well, I'm still not 100% sure what way to go.
You can't talk right now. So what are y'all doing?
And I cast can.
Let's see, that is
You can't cast spells.
14.
Right.
Can we all roll survival?
Absolutely.
Can I do a history check?
No.
I got 16 total for my survival.
And
16. You are pretty damn sure you know the way. It is north and a little bit west.
so we follow the wind streak that has a little black spot in it.
It's a little storm inside.
I guess I'll follow the storm.
Cool visual. I'll follow that. Storm.
As you
I
guys
am
are
the storm.
as you guys fly out of the cave, you see about 30 trolls are walking towards the cave. Some of them with multiple heads, some of them with 4 arms, some of them rotting like you saw before. It looks like they're going to pay tribute. They have a bunch of, you see a wagon filled with loot.
Nope. Not fighting 30 trolls. I'm going to keep going.
Let's keep going.
And you see one massive one that carries this staff that looks like it's made out of polished granite or polished onyx with the clearest diamond on top. And you see him wave it, and you see a big fireball get thrown out of it. And then you see like a kaleidoscope of colors come out of it in like a it's kind of like a cone of prismatic colors.
Stop it. We're continuing on.
And you all continue on, leaving back another vestige.
Aw, cute. The D&D.
It's
Don't
only
be like that.
It's only a staff of the Archmagi. It's okay.
I don't care. I got a hammer.
What is this staff?
You got a gauntlet. Be happy.
But it's a staff.
As the sun is starting to set, you guys find your way into the outskirts of Waterford. You see the same green sickness that's been affecting people is still there, but it's a little less pronounced. They have a little bit more color to them. The roads are definitely still muddy. You see people hammering down wood onto walkways, trying to repair some of the roads and the sidewalks and all that. And you see in the center of town, an executioner's block was placed.
I'm heading straight towards that asshole's house.
As
I
you
don't care what
head
time of day it is.
straight towards the house, you're still in wind form. And then suddenly the spell ends, and you're like, "Toof." You're solid again. You can all talk.
Well, that was fun.
Did you see what the trolls were carrying? Oh my gosh.
We'll talk about it later. Let's go. Come on.
You're offering patient for a cleric.
Hey, look. An innocent person is in a lot of trouble, okay?
Is she not innocent though? She's a follower of
I
the
opened the front
demon.
door.
What happened?
Well, you stop by guards right now. You see two
Yeah.
guards at the front door. Ah, you returned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on then.
You're rude about it.
I'll take you to the waiting room.
Okay.
Still going?
I was always told when you slay dragon that there'd be big parade and people be happy and they're all like, look at the strong ones that beat, they slayed the dragon. This is disappointing.
I'm
A
following
dragon?
Elton.
You slayed a dragon.
Yes, a black dragon.
That's rich.
We have
Is
to
that a
make
guard
prove it.
saying it?
Yeah, that's a guard saying it.
Okay.
I pull out the two.
Do I have any, I don't want to say authority because I'm sure I don't have any authority, but do I have any like prestige given my background that would help us in this situation?
In this area,
I'm
no.
not really sure what it is.
Yeah, in this area, no. In certain areas, yes, you would. But in this area, no. But I wouldn't worry about that. As you pull the tooth out, he goes, "That's got to be fake. Let me see that."
You ain't taking it out of our hands.
I don't know. This is going to the Lord Gar, so he can decide.
I was gonna see if you all need anything to drink, but I'm sure you've had plenty of ale. As he shuts the door.
Oh yeah, that's right. I fixed the ale last time I was here.
No.
In the waiting room, you have the same chaise lounge that has been repaired from someone's throwing it.
Now
Heavy.
let's try to be respectful this time.
There is a fresh plate of fruit and a pitcher of wine. And we lost a lot of people for a second
I'm
there.
back.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. We just lost like a lot.
I had to say, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Is everyone still here?
Yep.
Discord just
Joey-
went blip.
Joey needs to move over a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. If that's not comfortable, I'll change the angle though.
No, it's okay. I got it.
The fireplace is lit. Plenty of chairs around. A few moments go by, and you see the magistrate walk in. This time he has his sword out, and he's in full armor.
Miyagi will humbly bow. Not too exquisite, not like a full bow, but just...
He puts his sword back on his back, but he doesn't. He leaves his hand above his waist.
So we took care of the problem, and it turned out to be a dragon. Ares, the Fang.
Hey.
Holds out his hand. Dragon? The fuck was a dragon? I thought they were fucking...
now.
Well, who fucking woke him up?
That I cannot answer, I'm afraid. But
Christ.
once it did die, the water was purified. We checked it this morning after getting rest, and I hold up my water skin. I filled my water fresh from the cave.
See, he holds his hand out. He still has the fang in his hand. Holds his hand out for the water skin.
I show hand him the water skin.
Sniffs it. Takes a little drink. And he, on all this time, he's studying you. It's like he's trying to read you. Well, fuck us.
Yeah, so you're gonna let my friend go now, right?
As long as you get her out of my town, that's fine.
May I go check on her? I wish to make sure she's okay medically.
I'll bring her here. And you leave
Thank you.
immediately.
Okay.
May I have my water skin back, please?
Of course.
Did you
Thank you.
get the dwarven spirits I sent to you as an apology?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm glad. You're welcome. I know we got off on a rather wrong foot the first time, but...
It's alright. I could use a little row in the hay every now and then. As he looks over to Ares and he just gives a nod. Sort of a respect. Game respects game.
Are you going to need to keep the fang?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, Ares. As I look at his gloves, you got a better prize.
And then he looks back to Ares and looks back to the... and tosses it back. I cannot take a trophy from a warrior.
Many, many thanks. And I just hug it like it's a teddy bear.
Now, does anybody remember the girl's name?
It was, if you give me 1 second.
No
One
keeper.
Mississippi.
Andrea.
Absolutely.
Write it down.
The guards will come back with her. Again, immediately leave.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
And he walks out. A few moments go by, and another guard comes in, followed by this female, who is just starting to show a little bit of bump in the stomach. She's dressed in a simple blue linen dress with an apron, has some dirt on her face, some dirty blonde hair that's tied up with a white handkerchief over her head. Looks a little bit worried, a little malnourished.
Can I roll insight to see if I detect if she's evil?
Sure.
Are you doing all right, Andrea?
Well,
I'm just not gonna question it.
It's been a trying time, miss. It's been a trying time.
I am Elkson. Lady Leandra sent me for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I knew she wouldn't abandon me. She's been so quiet lately. I was worried. I haven't heard from her in a day.
What do you mean?
Well, every now and then I would be able to talk to her, but... And at this time... Magistrate. said.
Let's walk as we talk.
And what was your insight roll?
Oh, 10.
Seems perfectly fine.
Once we are a bit away from the magistracy house, can I do a medicine check to see like what her overall condition is at the moment?
Sure. You can give me one at disadvantage because you are walking. You're not actually, doing a full examination and stuff like that. But it's not too high.
I'm just eyeballing in.
Right. So disadvantage, not too high of a DC though.
Okay, my lowest is a 10.
Okay.
My other was 23.
She's definitely should probably get a nice meal. She probably needs a nice meal and a nice warm bath. There are some bruises on her, but nothing that would say that she's been beaten. Just like a rough serf's life.
Why don't you guys take her out of town? I stop at the bar, I pick up some food, I get some horses for us, and then I meet you at the gate.
Yes.
That sounds good to me.
From her condition, she definitely could use at least something to eat.
Is it possible to get a wagon? I don't know how to ride a horse.
That is also
And
true.
we'll be happy to pay for wagon.
Oh.
At the first share.
You are so big.
Thank you.
But Lady Leandra, I would talk to her, and every time I've called her, she's answered. And since sometime yesterday, I've just felt a little disconnected.
How long have you been following Lady Leandra?
Not too long. The magistrate he's not cruel like others. I just came to this town. Do you see she has her face goes kind of dark. It's like
kind of gently hold her hand.
She squeezes tight, like white knuckles. There are some bad lords out there.
Plenty, unfortunately.
But Lady Leandra, got me away from them. Said I could have a fair shake here. But the magistrate didn't really like me spending time with his son. Oh, poor Edgar. I don't even know where he is at right now.
Has Leandra ever asked anything of you?
Not as of yet, but if she did, I would do anything for her. You don't. She got me out of hell.
Well, even if it's only you that got helped in the process, I'm glad I set her loose then.
You see her eyes go wide. And you see she almost like falls to her knees.
Uh-oh.
Well, are you all right?
I'm just
kind of like go to hold her up.
I'm just not, my lady. I'm sorry to speak in such a familiar manner to you.
Why? Why would you be? That you're fine.
But you would be so strong if you freed Lady Leandra, much stronger than any of the lords I've served. You are muted.
Aries just instinctively laughs when she says you're so strong. Aries is like,
You're about to say you hate him.
I didn't by myself. I mean, to like kind of look, remembering who all was there. Those two were with me, pointing at Hondir and Miyagi.
Maybe I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe she's trapped again. I mean, sometimes if I chase something, I get stuck in a corner. So it just happens.
I could really use a rest, though.
Of course.
All right, so Aries,
Yes.
Wagon, how many horses?
If we're gonna do a wagon, I would say probably maybe 2 horses to pull the wagon.
Okay.
And
The
then
wagon would comfortably seat 3 of you in the back and 2 of you as rider or drivers.
I think that should be enough.
Okay. So
No,
then
it's 6 technically.
yeah, you
What's
have
that?
6 people.
Yeah, just wild shape or something for a chunk of it. It's fine.
How do we have 6 people? It's because of Andrea.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, then I'll get an extra horse and so 3 horses and
Okay.
1 wagon.
You could get 1 horse that would fit you. That would cost more because it would be a Clydesdale.
Oh yeah.
Or you can get a normal horse, riding horse. Purchasing.
I've already fallen in love with the idea of a Clydesdale. Yes.
Okay.
Should
We're
we
gonna
all
call
just
it.
contribute to it?
We'll call it 300 gold.
Okay.
And you own the horses. And that will also come with a week's worth of feed for them, saddles for all, and that will also include a week's worth of food for all of you.
Oh, you said 300 gold?
300.
I'm not Zen. I have no problem spending this. I also want to stop by a blacksmith or something.
Well, sir, if you'd like, I can monogram your saddle real quick. It won't take but a minute, but it'll cost a little bit extra. I can put a little symbol on it or something like that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
An extra 50 gold.
Yeah.
But now you have a symbol of 2 bulging arms with muscles on the.
With a D in each one.
Yes, if you like.
Oh, don't flip us off. It was me.
I didn't flip you off this time. I'm just.
For once.
This joke needs to die.
No, it's not gonna die. I'm stuck with it now.
Heroes never die.
His muscles being named Damien and Damien. Now he has an embroidered saddle with D&D in muscles.
I feel like that should be our party name.
No!
D&D Muscle Group.
Hunter's the only one with a D in his name.
So I will go before I go to the bar to pick up food. I want to see if there's like a blacksmith open.
Mhm.
I want to see if I can get like a big old chain to put the dragon tooth on. Like I want it to be very like Flavor Flav, like big ass.
All right, you head to the blacksmith shop, and inside you see this scrawny dwarven female who's just pounding on something on the anvil. We're closed.
But I have gold and commission and dragon tooth. Look, dragon tooth.
What the fuck is that?
The tooth of a dragon. Where did I lose you?
Well, damn. Ain't you a sight for a few of me?
Get
I'm
those
very
prices down. Get those prices down.
So what can I do you for, honey?
Well, me and my group, mostly me, but they help a little bit. We say dragon. We bring fresh water back to town, and I want to, memorialize the event. So I need this on chain.
I think I can do you right.
Perhaps if we're lucky, I could do you right back.
Honey, I might break you.
Would be a challenge worth undertaking.
Well, then come on here.
What the shit?
Maybe a little late coming. I send message to my maybe a little late coming back.
Roll me a d20.
Okay. Am I adding anything?
Nope.
Okay. Here we go. Come on. Good score. 11.
You are sore. She wasn't lying about breaking you.
Oh my Lanta.
We are talking an elderly dwarven female, and we're going to leave it at that. Fade to black. You're sore. You have a new appreciation for the little folk. We'll leave it at that. But she does do your chain, and she even puts a little, she will put a couple links of not only iron, but you have a bunch of different links of different metal. It's like every link is a different type of metal or different purity. In fact, there is one link of gold, one link of silver, one link of copper, one of bronze, so on and so forth.
Very, very good. How much do I owe you for such a magnificent piece?
Well, honey, I think you paid in full. Just stop on back around in about 9 months or so.
A Goliath and dwarf hybrid. Oh boy.
Next campaign, you gotta play that character, Joey. You gotta play that character.
A Goliath?
Just looks like a basic ass human.
Oh, you're tiny Kratos.
With a big old beard.
Well, imagine if you if your parents were like a centaur and like a minotaur, but you only got the human half of both.
Still claiming both ethnicities, though.
So, a few hours after you guys are outside, you see Ares come up, and he's looking tired.
Why are your cheeks so flushed? Are you okay?
Oh, you have some bite marks. You have bite marks. You have scratch marks.
Did you get into a brawl or something?
You see a hickey.
Let's just say the negotiations were a bit intense.
I'm just gonna help Andrea onto the wagon.
You see that they even put some straw in the wagon, so it's a little bit more comfy. And it is a covered wagon as well.
I imagine, Ares, that since you look a little tired, we should probably get other supplies while you get a little bit of rest. You look like you need it.
Well, you notice that he has enough food for all of you for a week in there. A couple barrels of water. Food for the horses. A lot of it's on bags that are hanging off the side of the wagon, so you still have the bulk of the wagon to work with. Unless there are specific supplies that you wanted.
I do want to get something specific that I want.
Yep.
If that's okay.
Sure.
How much is a healer's kit?
Healer's kit, you can get it for market price.
And market prices, I'm not good with numbers.
Let me see. I'll pull it up.
Because, like, I have the healer feed and I haven't had a chance to use it, so...
A healer's kit, and it has 10 uses, costs 5 gold.
I shall buy 2 to make my number a little bit more even.
Okay.
And I'm going to mark it off here. And there we go.
How much would it cost to... Or how much time, should I say, would it take to get like an amulet or an item or even just something engraved with the image of a dragon worth 500 GP?
Just to get something engraved, it should only finding the right master crafter to do that, to use it as a spell component, shouldn't take you more than a day. But you have to find one that has a schedule that's open and all that.
Okay. So probably not here.
Probably not here. Better luck in a larger city.
Okay.
So, before we go off in a blind direction, I'm going to head to the inn and talk to the innkeeper about directions to another town.
That's a very good idea. No clue where we're going.
Yeah, I'd rather not us go blind somewhere.
Well, you do have the map of the Grand Duchy available to you.
And once
So-
Andrea's set up, I'm gonna sit up front by the horses.
Okay. She's eat a little bit and then she passes out. So you have the Grand Duchy. You know that Lahora is northwest of you a little bit. There is a symbol to the northeast that is closer that is just like a tower. You're not sure exactly what that is. The capital of Fromalian is just north of that, or Jamalin, sorry, is just north of Lahora. You have Cruxel that's off to the left. That's that farming community that you saved from Knowles. That's going to be to the west of you, but that's a good ways away.
Pretty lady.
Yep. Then you have Rukal, that's even further west. And then Stame is directly north.
Any specific town we should go to, or should we just pick the closest one?
I'm curious about the tower.
The tower?
The tower. It has no name. It's practically begging us to go investigate.
Well,
Man,
I think it's better to investigate once we get Andrea to a safer place, but that is worth note.
Yes, I know you're correct.
We could take her back to my hometown.
Where's your
where's
hometown?
It's not far from here. It's the horror.
Oh,
Is it full of cats?
I was the only one there,
Oh.
so
Oh, there
I
were
mean, that
other
doesn't-
tabaxi there. It's a large city.
okay.
I mean, that does look like the closest town to here.
I'm fine wherever we want to go. I mean, it would be good to see Father Pierce for a little bit. Let him know.
I have no objection to the horror.
You just see Hondir just tense up and tear up a little bit after hearing that. Yeah, that
You okay?
might work.
Oh, this just dawned on me. 1 second. I'm gonna cast Sending. Captain Talia, and just let her know. Oh, hey, it's been a while. We're safe. We're all alive. We're back in the duchy. Hope all is good.
Oh, why, my dear Miyagi, it is a pleasure to hear from you. We are actually going to be at Roxco shortly, if you wish to join us again.
Is that the end of the mission? Or message?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, before we decide on where we want to go,
So you're spending another spell slot?
No, I'm talking to the party.
Okay.
So before we go to Lahora, because that's an interesting place with all fun tidbits and everything. It's not. However, if we want to go visit our friend Captain Talia, she will be in Rexel.
Oh, she's doing well, I assume. I haven't seen her in a while since the whole escapade to the research facility.
Who is this Captain Talia?
Captain Talia was the captain of a ship we were on for a while. The Sapphire Cathedral, if I recall.
Oh,
And we just sort of abandoned her and everyone else.
but that doesn't sound very nice.
Well,
We didn't have much of a choice.
sure. From what I remember, it's a smaller town, so at least Andrea can hide out there for a bit.
To get to Lahora, it will take 1 week. To get to Ruxo, it will take 2.
We probably are going to need more food for a 2 weeks travel, however.
Okay, so
We can hunt stuff along the way.
Well, I meant for the horses. As well.
we
It is
could,
good to see your respect for animal life live strong now.
we could
Who
stop.
are you talking to, Ares?
The druid that wants to
Oh.
hunt animals.
That is a part of the life cycle.
Go on, Miyagi.
I was gonna say we could stop and stock back up, maybe get some trinkets to go hit Ruxel, and see how Captain Talia is and her crew.
Well, let us get more food for the horses and more food for us, just to be on the safe side.
Oh, yes, that's not to be rude, but we could drop Andrea off at Lahora. She would be safe there.
Oh, how long would it take to get to Lahora?
It would probably be about a week, 2 weeks to get
I
to
meant from
Luxor.
Lahora to Cruxel.
About a week.
About a week.
Okay. We can start with Lahore first and then stock up and then head there. See if she's going to be there in 2 weeks, I guess, maybe?
Alrighty. Burning through spell slots.
I'm so happy.
Alright. So, just to be on the safe side before I cast a spell. So, we should tell Captain Talia we'll be there in, what, 2 weeks?
Hopefully, about 2 weeks, by the looks of it.
Okay.
No tower?
The opposite way.
Maybe at some
Perhaps
point,
another
Aries.
time.
I mean, I can
Cass-
save us some time by wind walking, but I can only do it once a day, so.
But we have
That
a
would be
cart
easy.
now. We have a cart, or a wagon now.
True.
So, sending Captain Talia. Oh, it is so good to hear from you. We should be in Luxor in about 2 weeks. A little more. We have to stop and get some supplies, and then we should be there. When will you be there?
24 words.
Wow.
3 for 3, baby! 3 for 3!
We'll be in Roxol in about 3 weeks. It would be good if you joined the crew again. We've had a recent losses on our hunt for Balin.
Oh, Balin. That's Josh remembering Balin, not Miyagi.
I think I remember him too.
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay, so
Right over my head.
she said that she'll be there. They'll be there in about 3 weeks. They would be delighted to have us.
Great. Let's head to Lahora then and figure out what we're doing.
They're hunting Balin,
And they've had some
No.
losses.
and they've had some losses.
Oh no.
Who is this
I'll
Balin?
get kind of still for a moment. Did
He's
she
all-
say who?
She did not, unfortunately.
Right.
Would you like me to find out who?
That's entirely up to you.
I'm a message Shazam.
Okay.
I'm fucking doing it.
So Zen, right now you are captured because of the last distraction. You lost the battle, and you are you're creeping your way. You've escaped your cage, and you're creeping your way. You're right outside where all your gear is, and you're trying to break the lock. And you get this message.
I'm sorry, we went and killed a dragon. Ixfit was dead, but now he's back. And I have siblings, apparently. And we met someone new, and that should be 25.
Yep.
I swear to the gods, Miyagi, I will fucking cut you if you message me one more time. I am busy. Do you not understand that?
Do you not understand?
Oh, she seems to be doing good. A bit busy, but doing good.
Well, I'm sure she was very happy to hear from you. It's nice to hear from old friends.
So, who's riding where?
I'm currently up front, like with the horses' reins.
I'm gonna head towards Elkson since she was asking if I was okay.
I'm on the Clydesdale leading the group.
You're exhausted. You have a level 1 of exhaustion.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, she took you through the ringer, man.
How do I indicate exhaustion?
On the character.
D&D Beyond?
On D&D Beyond, you can, and I'm pulling it up now.
Under the hit points box. There's
Yep.
a box with defenses and conditions,
Ah, I see it.
Yep.
and you could just click it and pick it.
You're
Click it
awesome.
and pick it.
Thank you. And what does this do again?
You have disadvantage on skill checks right now.
Oh, okay.
At level 5
I rolled
exhaustion, you die.
Ah,
I rolled an animal handling for handling the horse's reins and got a dirty 20.
Easily done. You haven't lost your touch.
You okay, Hondir?
I'm relieved that we saved your companion, fellow follower, whatever you wish to call her, but I received news last night from Morgan.
And it troubles you?
Trouble isn't necessarily the word, Elkson. As you see just Hondir take his glasses off and just put his face in his hands for a few moments.
She'll gently pat his back.
It's Father Anderson, my dad.
Yeah.
He is no longer with us.
I'm so sorry, Hondir.
I did get to see him one last time.
That's good. I'm sure he's proud of you.
You just see him smile. Yeah. Told me to bash some skulls in with the new hammer, though, so he hasn't lost his humor, at least.
When could you bark?
But I am still a little sad, and I'm going to be like that for a while.
Of course. Mourning takes time.
A part of me does wish to go to the temple at some point, that I was very sad, to see how everyone's doing, but we have other things to attend to.
Of course, Hondir. And please do speak up when you want to go.
Yeah. I put my glasses back on. And just... Thank you, Elkson.
Of
It's
course.
not easy for me right now, after everything.
I know. But I'm here for you.
Thank you, my child. I'm sure Father Anderson would have liked you. Though you probably
There you
weren't
go.
as bad as a kid as I was.
I don't know. I was a little bit mischievous. I had a friend from the Fae, after all.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. Forgive me, I've been through a lot in my time, but having
I
a
think
friend
we
like
all
that's
have.
not... Yeah, that is true.
And yes, Ixbit has polymorphed into a small puppy and is barking.
I'm sorry.
Daisy apparently wants to make a cameo.
Apparently.
But, as I
assumed that
said,
was the wind. It was just really windy out here. And it's like, sounds like
Ixbit
dog bark.
polymorphed himself into a puppy. He picked up on it finally.
When did you learn to do that?
Now? That's pretty fucking cool. Oh, the trouble I can do now. Oh,
We're gonna have to talk.
oh, yes. Here's your
That's all.
platinum. He passes you back a platinum.
Oh, you can keep it. I'll give it back to him.
Okay, good. It will go great with the other 100 I have. I'm going to sleep now.
Sylvia? I'm gonna scratch her a little bit. It's okay. You're a good girl. And I'm just gonna gently pet her.
You see a little bit of cold breath come out.
Would you like me to roll animal handling?
Absolutely. Actually, no, this is more of a charisma check. These aren't animals. They're magical creatures.
Charisma.
Which that's your jam. It should be.
15 total.
Yep, she's good.
Good thing you're not Edmund.
Yeah.
At least not for today.
So, are you guys just traveling through the night? You still have to sleep, even though you still have to. Are you going to do shifts and try to continue to travel while you are taking your watches?
That's what I was imagining, that Elkson was going to take first watch and leading the horses and whatnot.
Okay.
Get them
Yeah.
into a rrhythm.
All right.
I'm thinking you and Ares can take first watch since you guys are leading on horses.
Alrighty.
I don't want to have a conversation with Miyagi. But I
Well-
don't know how to work because I'm on my own horse.
Well, you could. Yeah, you're gonna have to stop at one point for you to get your rest, because
You guys,
you take up 2 spaces in the back.
I do. I'm big guy. You guys think it's perhaps best to get rest tonight and then we travel vigorously in the morning?
I figure we can get at least a few hours out of town and then rest.
Sounds like the plan.
Yeah. That'll
Alright.
work.
Someone roll me a survival check. One person.
I
I
suck at
can.
survival.
10?
Wait,
It's not a
wheel.
wheel. Okay. Roll a D8. Right? It's a D8 now.
Let me double check. A D6.
D6. So roll D6 and add it to it.
Yeah, 1.
Okay.
So 11.
Well, the DC was low anyway. Because you're traveling on the road, there are different spots that people have carved out as natural camping sites. You travel about 4 hours out of town and you find one of those places. It's just off to the side of the road. You can still see the road. It has a makeshift campfire already, a circle of rocks built in. Behind you is actually a little bit of a hill, so it's a natural backstop.
Okay.
Things like
I'll,
this.
pull the wagon aside and set the horses up so they can graze and whatnot.
Okay. Who is doing first watch?
I could do first watch.
Okay.
And I'll do it with him because I want to have the conversation.
All right. And who's doing second watch?
I can. That's fine.
Okay. And third watch?
I can.
Same.
Okay. First watch. Roll your perception checks. Actually, have your conversation and then roll your perception checks. Because depending on the conversation, the DC might go up.
All right. So after I finish my nightly routine of 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, and bench
Okay,
pressing with
Saitama.
Okay, your watch is ended.
6 hours later.
I'm gonna sit down next to Miyagi, who I assumed was doing nothing while I was working out.
Oh, I was just
Reading.
chilling.
He was reading
yeah.
his books.
So, friend Miyagi, we are going to see your father. You said.
Sort of father figure. Decent guy. Didn't really favor me all that much, but he's a good guy.
What was it like having father figure growing up?
Was it really good? To be honest, everyone. So, believe it or not, I grew up in the church, and you can see Miyagi visibly get excited over this. Like, it was nice, but like, being the one that I can do all this magic stuff that I can naturally do, I wasn't really the best at the clerical stuff. And, it's supposed to be a home, supposed to be somewhere you grow up in and you feel loved. And if anything, I just felt like an outcast, to be honest. And then I met you lot, and that one, I'm going to point to, I'm assuming, sleeping Ixbit.
Sleeping
And-
with his arms back, drool, snoring loudly.
It's certainly been an interesting ride. Small town boy, cat, person, goes on a ship, goes adventuring, goes saves people, gets in a fight with the Lord, falls on this. I mean, and I think Citizen's slightly a little mad at me.
That's a
But
lot of anger for such a little person.
see, I had this one story in a tavern, and it was basically goblins are just dirty gnomes. So I'm thinking this is just all theoretical thinking. If we remove Citizen's ability to bathe, she will turn into a goblin.
I need you to do a Miyagi. I need you to do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself my 19. I'm not gonna roll it.
All right, what's the total?
21.
21. Don't know if that passes. Hold on.
No, actually, it would be 16. Sorry, I don't have a 19. I have a 14. I just wrote 19.
Okay, 16 definitely fails.
All right.
Okay. Good to know.
Do I feel anything come over me, or is it just like
No,
okay?
not at all.
See, Suzanne and I, we have a unique relationship. She's sort of like a mentor. She taught me how to use magic, not just innately, but
Sorry, I'm distracted by this potato chip that is being held in the air.
she's definitely. I hope she likes what I got her. Whenever I see her again. But having father figures isn't what it's all cracked out to be. I mean, I have a worm person trying to take over my body most of the time.
I'm staring at a ceiling on Davian's screen.
So it's quite abysmal, to be honest.
What is up with you and the worms? I don't follow you. Worm.
You want the long version or the short version?
We have all night.
So, I recount the tale of how Kyrus siphoned power from, can't remember her name off the top of my head, and basically corrupted himself, and how I'm a direct descendant of said bloodline.
Did the Vestimore more gold? Nothing, just musing out aloud. Sounds like quite the ordeal, though. And you've managed to survive all this time.
Barely. I literally had to not only change deities, but also go through a literal trial by fire. Literal. I was burned. And it was incredibly hot.
I always assumed cats having 9 lives was fairy tale. I guess not true.
I don't want to find out if I have the other 8. I'm happy with this one.
Perception checks at disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
As soon as this dice disappears.
10.
9.
Okay. And your watch has ended.
That conversation did not go how I was hoping it would, but that's okay.
You asked about father figures, so I just blurted out.
Well, I was hoping that you would say and then I could give a bit of my backstory, but that's okay. Miyagi self-absorbed.
Corey, perception check, please.
Okie 11. I'm gonna wheel it.
Yep.
15 total.
You hear off in the distance some birds chirping. That's it. Your watch goes uneventful. But I'm very surprised how they just let the brand new person that they don't really know watch over their sleeping forms. Is it time to do that, Corey, now? Are you ready? I like how everybody just look. Like,
I did tell you, you don't really know my alignment.
but
Yeah.
your watch has ended. Who do you go wake up first?
Let's see. I would recall that Miyagi probably took the longest the other day, so probably.
Well, it would be Elkson or Hondir.
Okay. Oh, that's a tough choice. I know they've both been having some tough time. Probably Elkson.
Okay. You wake up Elkson. You head back to bed. Elkson, on your way to go wake up Hondir. You hear a...
I go check on Andrea.
This is coming from away from the wagon. It's coming from behind you.
I look.
You see Lady Leandra. But she is hunched over, blood dripping from her ears. Ah, Elkson, my dear. She takes a step forward and stumbles and falls. Ah, sorry.
What happened?
Well, what I told you would. It cost me dearly.
What did it cost you?
A substantial amount of my power. I am very, very weak. It will take me some time to recover. You will have to be extra careful. I don't know how much aid I can give you right now. As she starts coughing and you see her hand moves up to her mouth rather quickly. Like she's trying to... Oh, roll an insight for me.
Not great. That's a 5.
It looks like she's trying to hide her mouth from you.
Lady Leandra, why would you go that far?
Because you asked me to. And as you see, she wipes her mouth. You see a bit of blood on her hand.
But why freely push yourself so much for me when you were probably forced to push yourself as much before?
Would you not do the same for your family here?
Some of them, yes.
Then do not scold me for doting on you.
I'm just trying to find out why.
You freed me, Elkson. If you
Is
need
that it?
that, and you are a great source of good. You are helping people.
I feel like seldom it's me doing the helping as of late. It's just me asking you and you helping.
It's only through you that I'm able to affect things. Now, can we sit, please? She is looking rather rough.
Oxen will sit with her.
I'm not sure Iris is strong. I don't know when I'll be able to gain. To recover.
Okay.
She starts to cough again, and again, feebly attempting to hide her mouth from you.
Oxen is choosing not to acknowledge it. Why can't I remember what Melora's symbol looks like?
I don't know.
It has nothing to do with you?
Absolutely not. I have no dealings with Melora. I've never even seen her. I have little use for the gods. They sit in their whatever planes they rule and play chess with mortals. To be fair, I did the same in my day. But my imprisonment has enlightened me. You can't just treat people as pawns.
Melora wasn't like that.
I speak from not from any direct dealings with Melora, but with others. See, she winces a little bit as she's breathing. She clutches her side.
Where are you going to be able to rest?
Not many places. I have to figure out how to rest, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
What I suffered was not... You prick your finger, or you get stabbed with a sword. You could be healed magically, or you could rest until you are healed. Mm-hmm. These wounds are not like that. They fester.
So then what can you do?
I don't know.
I hate the idea that's in my head, but it's not something that Elkson would come up with.
I don't know. Give me a d20 roll. With advantage. There's a reason for it.
19?
Yeah. You came up with it.
Nice. Just to be clear, this is the whole use the body until you're healed thing. That's this.
No, the idea that you had was your spark.
My spark.
Your divine spark. Your divine spark.
I forgot we all had those.
You're muted. You're muted, Joey.
No hesitation.
I will find a way. There's got to be something. But
can Alex try and heal her, like holding onto this blank deity symbol? What used to be a deity symbol?
Are you casting a Cure Wounds?
Yes.
You find that you cast it, you release the spell, you release the healing energies, but nothing gets healed. But I needed to tell you, I can no longer shield you from the Lich's sight.
Joy.
I do not have the strength. And
That's
someone
fine.
failed their wisdom roll.
That's fine. This is my own doing. So I'll have to let them know in the morning. Is there anything I can do for you, Lady Leandra?
Nothing that I would ask for.
But there's something that you thought of?
It's possible, but I do not wish to ask that of you.
Just say it.
If it is true that you do have a spark in you, that might work.
How would my spark work to help you?
It is of divine origin. It is something more powerful than the fiend that did this to me. And you see, she outstretches her hand, and she's got like a massive gash across her side that is, I'm not going to give you all the details, but oozing and pussing and just disaster. You see, one of her wings is actually gone.
And she's going to like hold that blank emblem in both of her hands and just try and like focus on whatever might be a spark in her or something that she could use to try and help heal Leandra.
So, to be clear, you feel this ball of energy inside of you, more intense than the sun itself. And you can feel it in the pit of your stomach. And as you're holding Leandra's hand, you can feel it going to your hands and leaving the center part of your body. You could push it to her if you wanted to.
Can I tell if she's getting better?
You can see in your mind's eye some of that energy that has shot from you to her has definitely had a healing effect.
Do I get the sense that I would need to push all of it in order to get her healed, or?
All of it.
I have no idea how.
And at that point, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Alrighty.
And we are back. Elkson,
And
before we complete yours, Miyagi, you have a dream. You're in a floating jar filled with liquid, light green in color, bubbles coming up. You reach out and you feel glass. Then the scene shifts, and you're lying down on a metal table. And you see just blobs of gray, your vision's all blurred. And you hear the words, "This one's defective. Get the other batch ready." Are you sure there's nothing wrong with this one? It's defective. We need them perfect. We have 6 others ready to go. And that scene fades with a feeling of metal scraping across your neck and the warm rush of liquid falling from your neck, spraying onto your chest. Elkson.
Elkson is going to draw back the power into herself.
Okay.
She's not going to push it to Leandra.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Just.
It's okay. I will find a way.
I hope you do. I have to find my own way, too. And this divine whatever was given to me for a reason, and it's mine to use. It's my own strength within me.
I understand. And I'm not asking for it. Just know that I will still do my best to help you. But I might be a bit diminished in power.
Just focus on yourself. Get better.
I will. You see her step back into the shadows. Player-wise, you lose kind of all your warlock stuff for right now.
Yeah, I figured.
She doesn't have the power to give you.
Yeah, Elkson, that was basically Elkson's way of saying, I'm not going to go down this path anymore anyways.
Okay. Perception checks.
Had to go wake up Hondir still. Let's see.
Oh. I assume it's our turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Perception, that's 18.
18.
Alright, let me roll mine. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Your watch goes by uneventful.
Hondir,
Yeah?
I'm gonna be weaker again for a little while.
You weren't weak to begin with.
Weak compared to everyone else. I am not continuing my deal with Lady Leandra. For one, she's in no shape to do so anyways, but I am going to follow your lead and find the strength in myself.
My lead?
You and Moradin?
Well, If you don't feel comfortable with your deal with Leandra, I'd be happy to see that from you. Well, Hondir's hands glow. Maybe I could teach you what Father Anderson taught me. It's the best I can do to honor him for now. I can always honor Morden with his weaponry, but my father? Maybe this is how I honor him.
And I need to think a bit more about honor. Just because I rush into things doesn't mean I have to be stupid about it.
I can understand that, but rushing into things does not make you stupid, Elkson. I know I said you were careless, but that's because I care for you guys.
You were right, though. I have been.
You were doing what you thought you could to save people. Sometimes you just need someone to guide you on a path less reckless. A reckless approach is not a bad thing.
And Elkson's going to give him a big hug.
I hug you back. You were saying you want to be a hero, right?
Yeah.
You just need someone to teach you how to be one, maybe. Maybe that's what you need.
And I am so glad that you are back.
It's good to be back, Elkson. It's good to see you all again.
She's definitely got like a little bit of tears in her eyes right now.
For
Missed you.
game-wise purposes, Elkson, I need you to create a copy of your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Without warlock levels. So level 6.
Yep.
And attach it to this campaign.
Okay.
That includes losing the hit points and all that.
I know. It's gonna take me a second to do.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. It's no need to rush on that. So, we are going to fast track this travel to Lahora, if you all don't mind. Are there any conversations that you would like to have on the road?
Miyagi would probably ask about Ares simply because, like, probably the second night or some day during the travel, he'll probably be like, hey, so, you know my shit. What about you? I mean, it's only fair. I mean, I did kind of just spend the entire watch that one night talking, so...
This will be during the next day, so everybody can hear.
Let me take a long rest.
Oh, yeah, same here.
I have to get rid of my exhaustion here.
I have to get my 4 spell slots back.
All from message.
I'm not telling Pierce.
Well, one thing I will say to you, friend Miyagi, is that if ever a dwarf woman comes up to you and says she will rock your world, believe her. I'd be feeling that one for a couple of days now. I was thinking about your situation. You were telling me about the worm daddy, I think is what you call him. And I want you to know that I will protect you. I am strong, and I will make sure no harm comes to you.
Well, there's 6 others of me, so be prepared.
6. I feel like this requires a bit more explanation.
And everybody can hear this conversation, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so... And you see Miyagi, like, sort of, like, scratch at the back of his head. I don't know how much I've told you, but... There's at least 6, maybe more, other versions of me. Now I'm going to sound crazy when I say this, but when I sleep, I sort of swap bodies. So like that's why like I wake up in the middle of the night. Cause usually I'm killed in some capacity. Like the other night, I had my throat slit. It was quite terrible, to be honest. But I'm still here, so he can't make perfection apparently. I'm gonna do like a little gesture with my hand. Noticing now everybody's just wide-eyed. Go. No words. I guess I took your breath away.
That's
6
a lot
of
to
you?
process.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like an onion, layers, and there are layers. It's a lot.
So
every time you sleep, you relive dying?
some capacity. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, you don't know much of my story. Oh, well, I don't know much of yours. But
We haven't had a chance to like delve into all that stuff. You know,
long
when you
story
meet
short,
someone in the middle of a dragon fight, kind of hard to do the, hey, so tell me about yourself, and where do you come from, and that kind of thing, you know.
oh, Father Pierce is going to be so happy. I could bring them all over here, and then we could just annoy the shit out of him. I wonder if they're like me, if they act like me. I'm
Well,
siblings, guys.
You know,
I'm
Father
silly.
Pierce was not a big fan of yours.
I know.
He's just trying to make us feel better.
I am so confused. So you die every time you sleep.
Almost.
Do you think... So you think it's from you living as these other versions?
Yes.
Like some sort of sick version of incarnation, I guess.
Well, you remember when the Muffin Man stabbed me? I think that's when he got me. I
Have
got
those...
stabbed by a Muffin Man, by the way.
Wait. The dreams have been happening since that point?
Oh, yes.
That's probably... That was probably their goal.
It's no big deal. I'm still here.
Attack with that, I think.
But enough about me. I know I'm a little conceited. How long did you guys sleep? All okay?
Oh, I slept like a dream.
I slept. And Alexon is definitely noticeably weaker.
Does
I am
Elton
down
still
to
have?
less than half of my health.
Does Elton still have like black eye?
Yeah, it's still there.
Oxen, you don't look. I mean, it really sounds really bad, but you don't look too good. Are you feeling all right?
I'm just gonna...
The staff
arm
even
over
feels
Elton.
odd in your hand. It's like you keep on catching a splinter. You are no longer attuned to that.
Shit.
I'm just gonna look at Elxin and just tell her, it's up to you if you wish to talk about it now.
Well then, isn't this nice? Most of the burglars are here.
Burglars?
You come into my home, steal my servants, kill my creations, and you have the audacity to not die at my footstep?
I may have failed to mention that the Lich can see us now, by the way.
Ah, crap.
Wait. Lich.
So who what now?
Long
You all
story short,
see
it was part of our contract.
a gauntly skeletal figure, the skin pulled back tight, obviously undead, in silken robes, carrying a staff, missing an eye.
Fuck!
Missing a hand.
Fuck!
Actually, correction, he does have a hand. He has
Oh, thank fuck.
no, that's the yeah, that's a bad.
No.
You'd rather him missing the hand.
Yeah.
Oh my, you look like you have seen better days.
I have seen many days, my dear. So, recompense. I can't even say the word. Recompense.
Have lips. We understand.
Recompense is needed.
Wait a minute.
And take it.
Hold up. What exactly do you want?
Your soul will be fine.
No, hold up. That's already promised to someone else. However,
One person of sacrifice would be fine.
And take me.
No.
No, I
Corey, no offense, but you weren't there.
Is he
I'm
like
the one who freed the
floating?
demons.
Is he just
Elton.
in the air?
He's just standing there, right in front of you. 10 feet away.
it doesn't matter if I was there or not. I don't think that you should just sacrifice yourself to this thing. I think that there are
Well,
places
how about I
where
just
needed.
take that one? That's 2 for 1. For now.
No.
You see his hands start to move in deliberate fashion.
He's not going
Okay.
anywhere near Andrea.
You
I
punch
did-
and it goes through
Okay.
the image because he's not really there. Oh, poor brute. Come now. Be a little bit
Leave him
smarter.
alone.
You will not hurt friends.
Very
This will be fun.
So I still have to wheel a wool from the long rest. So that quick.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Even wheel, odd woe.
Oh, wheel again.
Yep.
I'm rolling my portents for the day because now I'm scared.
Yes.
This is your notice. Every night I will harass you. Every night I will take something from you. Until
Spell
the,
magic.
I mean, I'm sure
Roll
we
it.
have like dirty clothes you can help
17
yourself.
plus. I'm gonna use my portent. 17 plus what? Intelligence modifier?
yes.
That would be a dirty 20.
You see the image fade away.
What was that?
Lightning strikes in that very same spot, deafening you all for a moment, but no damage.
Are we all still deafened?
Just for a moment. Deafened
Okay.
and blinded for a moment, but there's no lasting effects. This was more of you dare.
Oh, I fucking did. I just fucking dispelled. I got balls.
What the hell was this all about?
This is not your problem.
Xfit, come out here now.
And you two should probably leave before that catches up to us.
What's up, boss? As you see, he's got like a rat's tail that's hanging out of his mouth.
Fuck.
Well,
Who was
you're my
that?
friend now, so that means it is our problem, or at least my problem. I'm not going anywhere.
Are you kidding? First Black Dragon, then the Rich. I'd be famous in the entire realm if I stay and fight. Of course I stay.
Was that your master? The one you served before me?
I was hunting. I'm sorry, boss. Didn't see.
No. No, he had a hand. Missing an eye?
He was missing an eye and a hand when I had him.
What's his name?
His name is... What the fuck is his name?
The fuck is his name? Alright.
I don't know.
The fuck is his name? I'm writing that shit down.
his name.
Josh, notice what his name is?
No, it's not
I'm
Vec.
What's his name?
It's not Vecna. It's not Vecna.
Okay.
He
That
just
is the
happens to have
name.
his
What
hand.
the fuck's his name?
The fuck is his name? The fuck is his name?
That's a perfect name.
I am not putting up a
We just
group of
have to
11.
roll it all together real quick. The fuck's his name?
I am not putting up a level 11 party against fucking Vecna.
I got fucking.
I remember a DM who did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was funny.
Learning curve. That's all. You hear a voice, Miyagi. I will pluck every single hair from your body and every scale from hers.
Is that the? All right. Was that Kyrus or the other person?
Nope, it was a brand new voice.
Was it the same voice I just heard?
Yes, it was.
Audibly. You're gonna have to go through Kyrus first.
Oh, I've spoken to your daddy.
You called my daddy! Fuck!
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm going to be so famous.
I mean, I feel like traveling with you guys will never be a dull moment, so there's the positive. We'll never be bored.
Yeah, no kidding. Hard to be bored when you're constantly almost dying.
Just out of curiosity, have you guys met a powerful entity that you did not piss off?
Oh, Bahamut.
No.
I mean, I've met Morden. Does that count?
Oh, there's a few more words, Miyagi.
Oh.
But first, I'm going to track down the traitorous bitch of a succubus.
Oh.
And she will be mine again. Sleep well, warm sun.
Feeling good about that choice, Damien?
I made it.
You made it. It changes the course of the narrative, but hey, I have plans for both.
Now, I'm the only one that heard that, right?
Yep.
I don't say anything. I don't say anything.
Someone should check on Andrea. Because that lightning probably woke her up.
Yeah.
No, go check on her.
She's wide-eyed. What was that?
Just a bit of a storm. Sorry.
Oh,
You alright?
just some pain. It's odd. The lady said that she would watch over me and make sure I had it easy. Never mind.
I will do my best to help you in her absence.
Handir, make an insight check.
Insight check.
Actually, no. Just give me a straight D20 roll.
Straight D20.
Yeah.
Doggos. Hang on, I gotta get my other dice thing up.
And I'm just going to
Because
pray to
D&D
Melora.
Beyond broke.
Regardless of if I get an answer, I'm just going to pray to Melora.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
You can see that she's definitely concerned around her stomach, and you recall that Andrea is pregnant. You all did know that.
Yeah.
Andrea, just take a few deep breaths. How's the child?
I don't know. It's my first one.
Or how are you feeling? You're clutching your stomach a little bit.
It's a little tight.
How long have you had it? Do you know?
About 5 months.
5 months. Okay.
Forgive me for asking, dear, but I have to know. The father of the baby, is it human?
Yes. Edgar is the father.
I think what he means is, who is Edgar? Do you want to talk about him a little bit?
Well, Edgar's the magistrate's son.
What do you like about him? As I'm doing a medicine check to like calm her down a little bit as
Can I
well.
assist with the medicine check?
Sure, definitely.
So that means I get advantage, and then I add +6, right?
Yep,
Because that's my modifier.
exactly.
That's a 17 and a natural 1, so I shall take the 17.
Good call. It's like, you're not pregnant.
We've been lied to.
She's definitely had some stress. She needs to not stress. You know, without doing a full exam, and especially in this day and age and all that, you know that stress is definitely bad. And she's had a ton of it. Oh, and we have a raid going on. Thank you so much for the raid, Platonic Games.
With a party of 17. Okay, hello, everyone.
Exactly. Thank you so much. This is our homebrew D&D world set in our homebrew world that my players here have created. Aptly called Divine Heresy because they're doing some fucked up shit. Whether they choose to or not. Or know that they are doing it or not. But yes, Andrea's definitely, she needs to get away from the stress. So the quicker you travel, the probably better.
You are...
And we got a stretch
stressed
redeem.
out.
I can cast Calm Emotions.
And Elxin is going to just kind of sing a little bit, just a song that her mother used to sing or something, just to try and help calm her down.
Okay. Definitely. With the calm emotions, she definitely is calm. It's like, I think I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna rest.
That is for the best.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, is it day or night?
Oh, it's daytime.
Okay.
You all
Before
just
I
woke up.
forget,
And I'll give her the blanket from my backpack to make sure that she's comfortable.
All right.
Pulling out the wire.
Before you do that, how are you praying to Melora there, Alexon? Describe exactly what you're doing.
She's going to hold on to the empty symbol, even though it's empty. And she's going to think of the elder tree at her clan that, you know, they used to pray to. And just envision that and ask for her for help, for nature to take its course as it's supposed to, for nature to take back the balance of things.
As you're sitting there and you're holding the emblem, your hand readjusts itself on your staff and you get a prick from a splinter.
I'll just put it down.
As you put it down, you feel a warm breeze on the back of your neck. And Miyagi picks up a copper wire.
Just gonna do a short, sweet, and simple message to Zen. One word answer. Lich is hunting us. Be careful. Be safe. We love you.
So then you will reply, I know. You know. Because guess who you're facing?
oh shit.
That is good to know.
Yep, the party might have to rescue Suzanne. So you guys are continuing on with your travels. Are there any other conversations that you would like for this week-long travel?
I'm going to give Elkson something from my inventory.
Okay,
I actually wanted to ask Hondir a question as well, so that works.
go for it.
You can.
Hey, Hondir.
Yeah.
Have you ever come across someone who had forgotten what their own deity symbol looked like?
It depends on the deity. Sometimes some people remember the older gods, like back at that Waterflock temple. Other times it's the gods like Morden Bahamut, Melora, all that stuff. Why do you ask?
Because I can't remember Melora's symbol at all. I was trying to draw it in the cave. Went to pray to it, and she'll go to show him the blank symbol. It's not even on here anymore.
How often did you believe in Melora?
Well,
Go ahead.
I always believed in her. I guess I stopped praying as much once I started relying on Leandra. But
Would I know anything about Melora, or do I need to make a religion check?
Go ahead and do a religion check. You have some passing knowledge of other deities. You're definitely specialized into Moradin.
That is going to be a 23.
You know the basic tenets, and you know her symbol. You know that she's a nature deity. She's also deity of the sea. All about the natural cycle.
So I'm going to explain that bit to Elkson. Normally, when one forgets a god, it's because things interfere in their life. And sometimes, some people will want to go back to their god. Depending on your god, prayer and remembering what their basics are is a good start. Melora being one of nature and the sea, for example, is a fresh start. Praying out in nature to the sea, just simple prayers, is a good start. Because Melora probably never left you either. She was probably testing you with Leandra. And now that you don't have Leandra, you want to see if she can help you again. Seeking guidance is never a bad thing. As I raise up Soulforge, I ask for my Lord's aid, despite the fact I questioned my belief. Despite everything. And he still cared. He cared enough to let me share one moment with my dad. I doubt Melora's abandoned you, Elkson. I think with time, trial, and faith in yourself, she is going to come back to you. You are going to remember everything about Melora.
I hope you're right.
Before I forget, I want you to have a gift of mine. I give Elkson the shield +1 I was given. It'll raise your AC by 3 when you hold it. Here.
What's this for?
You said you were going to be weaker. But I still care for you as if you were a child of my own. I want you to have this. Sure, it could be the fact that I like the soul guard I got, but keeping you alive any way I can is also going to be my priority. And if this helps you, then that's more than enough for me.
The standard shield +1.
Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Elkson. Besides, I'm sure with time, you're going to be your old self again. And I don't mean the power-wise, okay? The fun, loving, and childlike Elkson I know is still there. And I feel like with time, that's going to come back. You just got to believe in yourself. And I'm here to help you through it.
I don't think I ever will be the same, but that's not a bad thing.
Right. But you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
And if you need me for anything, don't be afraid to ask. Okay?
I'm right back at you.
Does that make you feel better, Elkson?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you guys travel. And even though you were given warning that they would harass you every night, your travel is surprisingly uneventful. There are no more visitors, no more dreams, just the road. That is until you get to Lahora. This is the largest city most of you have seen. Its streets are paved, cobblestone. You see towering buildings, 4 or 5 stories high. You're questioned briefly at the gates, but are allowed in. Upon going to the Temple of Arathis, Miyagi, you see, or rather you are seen, by the father there. And he gives you a look of surprise. Oh, Miyagi, my boy! Please, please, come. And he outstretches his hand and takes you in an embrace. Too long have you been? And who is all these people with you?
Oh, these are my friends. This is Pierce, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are my friends. How long have I been gone? I think it's been, what, 3 months?
No, it's been about a year now.
Oh, it's been about a year? Wow.
Yeah. Well, you did travel to the Feywild. That did mess up time a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
And when Miyagi says we're his friends, Alexon's just going to blurt out, and I'm his girlfriend.
Hey.
Well, you have done so well for yourself, my son. I had no doubts whatsoever.
Miyagi broke.
Come. All of you come in. Miyagi, it's been far too long. Come, let us go talk.
I'm going to go help Andrea out.
Oh, and we brought a visitor, if that's all right. She needs someplace to stay.
Oh, for you, my son, of course, anything. You always know that you are my favorite. Well,
yeah, I guess so.
Come, let us have some food, and if I could borrow your boyfriend for a while, as he nods to Elkson. It's been too long since we have chatted.
Can I insight check him?
Can I insight check him?
I rolled an insight. Alex, you did before.
Everyone's doing an insight check.
I rolled a 12 for insight.
Okay.
It doesn't match what Miyagi told me about him.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Hold on, I gotta roll.
I got a 12, but I'm also gonna use one of my wheels. So.
Okay.
Wheel of Heidi.
Yeah.
Miyagi, he seems nervous.
Yeah.
He's sweating. He's got some sweat on his brow.
That brought it to 17.
Yeah, he's definitely nervous.
I'm going to use my kind of psychic message thing that I can do, and just reach out to Miyagi. It's like, be careful. I just don't really trust him. He seems a little bit nervous, and I'm just not getting a very good feeling about him.
In your head, you hear, "Oh, he's nervous. I'm fucking nervous. This is new."
We'll have
really not go with you.
We'll have dinner set up. Does anybody have any dietary restrictions?
Our visitor here is carrying a child.
Oh dear. Well, let me fetch a midwife for you, and we'll get you all situated.
Is that okay with you, Andrea?
Move in step with Miyagi.
Alexon's arms wrapped around one of his arms,
And you all are inside the temple at this point. There's nobody else in this massive temple that you can see. There's a couple acolytes maybe moving along the sides, lighting some candles, taking moving some things around, but it's basically just this individual and you all. What was that roll for? I heard a roll.
Oh, I'm rolling for my portents because it's a new day.
Okay. Come, Miyagi, you must tell me all about your trip. How long has it been since you have...
Title spell detect thoughts.
Okay.
He gets a 4.
Okay. Holy crap. He's here. What the fuck? They're gonna be here. I have to keep him here. I have to get him alone.
Can I probe deeper?
That is the deep.
Oh, that is? Okay,
Yep.
cool. Oh, well, if you need to say anything, you can say it in front of everyone. I'm sure they'd all like to regale the heroic tale of Miyagi the Brave, the Bold, the Wondrous. Isn't that right?
I know, I want to hear more.
That's the first time I hear you get called that.
Well, Miyagi, I know it. You may have spent some time away from the church, but I was going to offer you confession. When is the last time you've had your confession? And that is done in private, my son.
Out loud, I say, who's here?
Hmm?
You are.
No.
No, this is a different voice. This is your voice. You are. As you see, you step out from an office.
Oh, fuck.
And another you from behind you. And another you from the side. And that is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh, shit. Now we gotta wait 2 weeks.
Shit!
So, May 9th, folks.
May 9th. We are off next week. We will continue on as we have the Battle of the Clones. From the magic
This is really
spell,
Clone Wars.
Clone.
You better call. Oh man. Oh, you. All right. Listen. Great title name. Call it. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not ready. The Tale of 4 Kitties. Boom. There you go. There you go.
So, we are going to end our session how we end all of our sessions here with bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions, answered, starting with Aries.
This was amazing. I really enjoyed the revelations and the fact that we are about to kill some Miyagis. It's nice to be on this side of things.
Yes. I will say there is a Miyagi that is an exact copy. There is a Miyagi that went a little bit more martial. There's alternate Miyagis.
Nice.
You have many variants.
I've got variants, guys.
Next, we will have Corey.
So I'm like excited to see where this is going. So yeah, it's been fun. Trying to settle in and get to know everyone. Characters.
Next, we have the person who made the correct choice tonight, Damien.
What?
You made well, I can't tell you why, but
You chose wisely.
It was, that was a moment. But yeah, this has been fun. Elkson definitely started playing up the girlfriend thing and clinging to him more, just so Miyagi didn't try to pull his bullshit of going off alone somewhere.
I could tell.
It's gonna be fun now that Elkson's only a level 6. Elkson's gonna go squish. But yeah.
We will have to see. Next, we'll have Hondir.
Hondir gets closure to his story and now has a new purpose in life. This is definitely very interesting. As for the clones, oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, yes.
The test of the clones.
Next, we will have Miyagi.
Oh my gosh. As soon as Pierce started acting like, oh, it's been so long, I was like, ooh, something's fucking wrong. But I'm glad to see that, like, this is coming to a head, because I've been dealing with this for a few sessions now. Now everybody knows, and now it's coming into play, and I'm excited. But now I'm nervous, because if they're exact clones of me, oh fuck.
Oh yes, they have portents too.
They have portents?
Yep.
Fuck.
With the S. With the S.
Fuck. And I just burned one. Fuck. That's fine. That's fine.
Or are they all named Miyagi also, or?
Well, I have Miyagi Clone 1, Miyagi Clone 2, Miyagi Clone 3. So, we will be off next Monday. We will be back the following Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the raid. Hopefully some people will come watch and see what we come up with. And I might have some surprises for you all coming up next session. Thanks again, everyone. And we are going to end with a raid on another D&D channel. Let us see. This one. Let's see.
I don't know why it subtracted 3. Reroll that. That's a natural one. Already burned one of them. I got low rolls this time. Natural one will definitely.
And we have rated.
Alrighty.
Woo! Let me mark off.
So what do y'all think?
Holy shit.
This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting for sure.
Liam is going to head to the temple of
You.
Can't wait to pound some Miyagis.
And look at it this way, Ares gets a new weapon to try.
Oh yes.
This is going to be traumatizing for Elkson.
Oh yes, they all look like him.
Yep.
heading inside. You see the
That's gonna go well. As she's,
small
you know, level 6.